And the receptionist turns to me and says, Tyler, we have an office pool on how old or what year in school you are. And I said, well, and everybody's like, their heads pivot over to me. And I said, well, I'm a sophomore. I'll be a sophomore in school. And she says, oh, a sophomore in college. And I said, no, a sophomore in high school. And they lost it. They all lost it. And for about a month after that, I'd receive random pages through the whole building saying, Tyler, your mom's on line 1. You forgot to make your bed. You know, so I don't know if I became the mascot there or what, but that lesson taught me that, number one, ask for what you want. No matter how scary it is, you got to learn to ask for what you want. Knowing what you want is another thing, and maybe I'll talk about that in a minute. But you need to learn to ask for what you want. And number two, when you get in a situation, act as if you belong there. Look the part. Learn how to talk the part. Act as if you belong there. Because you do. I belong there every bit as much as the rest of those folks. Lesson 3, networking is very important. It's not what you know so much as who you know. Honestly, it's a combination of both. But the more you network, the better off you're going to be. Now, by raise of hands, how many of you have sales and marketing skills? Or sales skills? Let's start with sales skills. Okay, awesome. How many of you have marketing skills? Okay, are you looking around? How many of you have accounting skills? Okay. How many of you are interested in legal? Okay, perfect. What about technology skills? Are there any technologists here? Okay, cool, awesome. People that know how to code, people that know how to build web pages. You have the makings right here in this class of building your own startup. Get to know each other. Because one of the things that I've learned in my life is that the people that I associate with, I end up doing business with later. Or they introduce me to people that I end up doing business with later. And what he called that business was a good karma business. And that's something that's also important for you, is that not all business opportunities are driven or have great purposes behind them, right? Great value that they're driving. You know, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, there's some positives there, there's some negatives there, right? What you want to be, ultimately, you'll want to be part of a business that drives real value, that helps people, that makes a difference in the world. And as you get older, and as you get further in your career, and as you achieve some level of success and wealth, one of the things that will become important to you is the impact and influence you're making in the world in general, and the difference you're making, and the legacy you're making. And so if you start planning for that now and building your career around what types of positive changes do I want to make in the world, not only will you be more fulfilled, but you'll have an incredible, life to look back on and say, you know what, I made a difference. And that was something that Josh Coates taught me is that a business can have karma. A business can be something that's a positive system, in the world. Having a distributed company became very important to us. Gave us redundancy, gave us this ability to work from wherever we are. My wife will tell you that I've worked from some interesting places. I've worked from cruise ships. I've worked from the beach. I've worked from Europe. I've worked, in a small hotel room out in the outback of Australia. So there's some really interesting capabilities now because of the technology, where you can definitely start a business anywhere you want, right? You can start a business right now in your apartment. And it could become a worldwide business in the next couple of years. The only thing that's holding you back is probably you, frankly, right? What are the limitations of what do you know, what do you not know? Who do you know? Who can you bring to the table to help you with the blind spots, the things you're missing, right? and what's the idea, the market knowledge, the opportunity.